And greetings, boys and girls. Here's how to understand Obama. Healthcare is a tax on business, which is a tax on you because you will pay for it. In the same way that global warming is a tax on business, Obama claimed before he was elected that his policy would bankrupt the coal industry. How is that? He's going to require them to retrofit in order to capture, and store the carbon dioxide emitted from the coal-powered electric utility plants that provide your electricity. This is a tax that doesn't even benefit anybody except maybe the carbon traders. It's not going to benefit you. Here's how to understand Obama. He wants to penalize you for something you haven't done. You have not affected the climate. Even though there is no evidence whatsoever that a slight increase in a trace gas has any effect on the climate, you are going to pay. Not Russia, not India, not China, not the rest of the world. You are going to pay, even though the rest of the world will continue to emit carbon dioxide even more than they are now. You will pay. What on earth is Obama thinking? Here's what he's thinking. He was installed by our enemies to cripple, to harm, to thwart, to destroy the United States. That's why he taxes you. That's why he is a proponent of man-made global warming in spite of zero evidence. Zero evidence. The best they can come up with is that CO2 is a greenhouse gas that radiates infrared. You know by now that everything with a heat capacity in it, everything that's warm, radiates infrared. We radiate infrared. Anything that's warm radiates infrared light. That's how you can be detected at night with an infrared sensing scope or camera or device. You can be seen at night by your heat imprint, your heat image. Everything radiates infrared. But in the atmosphere, water vapor is so predominant a greenhouse gas, which basically stays the same because if it ever should warm up, there'll be more water vapor released into the atmosphere, more clouds will form. The clouds will block some of the incoming solar radiation, and it will snow on the North Pole and the South Pole. The oceans store heat, but we know now that the oceans have begun to warm at least 150 years ago. This means that heat was entering the climate system 150 years ago or more. Well, of course it was, because 200 and 250 years ago and 300 years ago, the Earth was in the grip of what is called the Little Ice Age, when rivers froze that never froze in human memory. That cold spell has been replaced by a warming trend. We are in that warming trend. Some of the CO2 in the atmosphere today has been released by the ocean, but I would imagine that some of it has been released by human activity. The other people that want electricity, the Chinese are building 2 coal-powered plants per week. These people are not going to restrict their carbon emissions. You will be penalized for, and it won't make any difference. We will not be able to reduce the amount of CO2, and we don't even want to because CO2 is not a pollutant. It is a beneficial gas that helps agriculture.